Hey, what's up guys, Sir Emanon here, and welcome to another dual commentary on the channel today. So this is going to be the top 8 of LCS number 8, and it's going to be featuring Neal on Infernoble versus Manuel Kiefer on Shaddoll Dogmatika Invoked. So I will preface this by saying that I had two separate dueling book accounts open to watch two different matches of top 8 as it was going on, and I went AFK to do other stuff. Then by the time I came back, the other match finished so fast that dueling book account actually timed out because of inactivity. So I was unable to save that replay, and so this is the only one I have. And the only reason I'm bringing this up is because I looked at my sub box for YouTube, and I saw that the DB Grinder already actually commentated over this specific match. And I do want to apologize for that because I tried very hard to not bring the same matches that he did. So hopefully I'll be able to commentate a little bit differently. I didn't watch that video of his because I wanted to preserve myself from spoilers, but definitely give him a sub, check out his channel, and show him some love because, you know, he does these commentaries all the time on his channel, hence his name. So again, you guys are probably familiar with his stuff already, but in case you aren't, definitely check him out. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description box below. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started here. I also did want to follow the Shaddoll guy because it was, to me, one of the most interesting decks in the top cut. But we are going to see Cam win the RPS here on Infernoble, and then he's going to opt to go first. Very unsurprising. Both players in 40 cards apiece, and then we're going to see the Infernoble opening hand be a copy of Dolphin, Oliver, yugioh, Fire Flint Lady, and Renaud. So this hand is very, very strong. It's a lot of gas. You do have two different normal summons here in Aqua Dolphin and yugioh. So depending on how he wants to play around hand traps, he could structure this differently. But this can take a peek out of the hand immediately, so I imagine he's going to go for Dolphin first. And then for the Shaddoll player's hand, it's going to be Gamma, Shaddoll Fusion, Aerial, Meltdown, and Nadir's Servant. Wow, this hand is also really good. So you have access to all three of your engines, Shaddoll, Invoked, and Dogmatika, and you have the most powerful cards in each of them. So this is very, very good. Like this can prevent like Shaddoll Fusion from being negated, and then like you can do Nadir's Servant after everything. Like this is very, very strong. Sucks to open Aerial, which he also opened in top 16. I can't imagine he's playing more than one of it. But like you can't complain too much when you have very, very bomb cards. And you also have Gamma, which is a super strong hand trap. And it also dodges Dolphin just by itself. So this is going to be a very explosive matchup here. We are going to see the normal summon of Dolphin here. And then that's going to pitch yugioh out of hand to look at the opposing hand, which he's going to now see everything. So, I mean, even though he won't be able to hit the Gamma because it has higher attack, he'll still have info to work with, which is very, very nice. Gonna special summon the Fire Flint Lady next, and then go for a copy of Isolde. It's kind of risky to use its effect on summon because then you don't actually have a way to play past it, because you don't have a way to summon both of these if this is off board. So yeah, probably just don't use its effect on summon. Yeah, it says no ad. They're actually typing in chat here, which again, I always appreciate because it helps me out commentating a little bit instead of if they were just in Discord. Looks like he's going to use yugioh to equip to the Isolde here. And then he's going to go for the second effect of Isolde. That's going to mill 2. So, let's see. He is going to let that resolve just because the body on board would still matter even if like you use Gamma. So if you Gamma that, then you can go Link Cross afterwards still, since yugioh is equipped. So you're just going to go for Genba. And then go for a copy of Link Cross. That's going to summon out nothing because it's going to get Gammed here. Okay. So that is actually fine for Cam because he can extend and then go Fiber. So this should still be very, very strong. Going to summon out Renaud next. That is going to add back probably the Durendal because he milled it off Isolde. Yeah, so he did it because he was anticipating that his opponent wasn't going to Gamma the second effect of Isolde after using yugioh, which was the correct assumption. And then he was able to plan ahead accordingly. So that was a very, very heads-up play. Gonna link those away into a copy of Fiber. Fiber is gonna summon out. Now he knows there's no interruptions, so he can just play completely unhindered. Gonna summon Despot 1, then go for Auroradon. That's gonna summon out 3 level 3 tokens, and then 001 gonna summon itself back. And then going to synchro away for Power Tool. He's going to use Power Tool effect to reveal Living Fossil, 3 of them, and then add 1 to hand. Then he is going to next banish 2 to summon, to add back the Phoenix Blade. And then gonna go and pitch for Oliver And then synchro away for Savage. That's going to equip the Fiber. Then he probably will go... If he's playing Colt Wing... Oh yeah, he is playing Colt Wing. Because I casted over a round 8 match, and one of the cards he bricked on was Colt Wing, which I didn't end up uploading that match because it was just brick and then hand traps. But yeah, this contributed the token and itself to summon Colt Wing. Can summon 2 tokens. You can go for Despot 1, and then go Herald. And then you can go Living Fossil to bring back the Genba. Then go Rollins into Charles. And you still have this left over. So I think that's going to be the play. We'll see if that's what happens. Maybe it'll be a little bit different because you can use maybe Durandal and then keep this on board as also a play. He's going to Living Fossil now. Okay, so he's not going to go for that play. He's going to go for Living Fossil to bring back Fireflint Lady. And then he's going to use the Auroradon to summon the Colt Wing from deck. Pretty interesting. Gonna go and summon out 2 tokens, and then the Despot 1 is gonna summon itself back. Then he's gonna Durandal here. On 001. He's gonna let us go to Grave so he can bring back the Genba this way. Alright. So, yeah, he's gonna go for Herald with the token and Despot 1, and then that causes the Durandal to go to Grave, and he's gonna use the other effective Durandal, this one, where he can reborn a level 5 or lower warrior, Fire Warrior, which locks him into warriors for the rest of the turn, but that's all he's going to summon. Because he's just going to go Roland Charles. Yeah, go Roland here, activate effect for the end phase, and then go Charles here. So the way he did this makes it so that he keeps the Auroradon on the field, which means that he might be on access code. And if he is on access code, then you want to keep this there. He also has like decent follow-up, being able to just pop cards. So he just traded the Durandal for keeping this on board. He's going to add back the Phoenix Blade. Then equip Oliver to, I would imagine, Charles. And then go for Gearfried. And then equip Oliver, and then go for the Smoke Grenade. He's going to rip Nadir's Servant out of hand. So, let's see. There's Shaddoll Fusion and Meltdown, and he has responses for both. So it's going to actually be hard. This hand was very good, but now it's not going to be good. Oh, and drawing Gamma for turn. That is rough, because the driver's already banished, so you can't even, like, do anything cheeky, like Shaddoll Fusion, Chain Savage, Chain Gamma. That would have been cool. But no, that is probably just going to be the end of the game. Yeah, unlucky. Not able to actually play through that, top deck not being good enough. So, moving on to game number 2 here, we are going to see Shaddoll go first. I'm just going to call it Shaddoll for short, because I'm not going to be able to say all those names at once very quickly anyways. But we're going to see the opener be, I already skipped forward ahead, but it's going to be Alistair, Squamata, Nibiru, L Shaddoll Fusion, and Shaddoll Fusion. So this hand is decent enough. It's not amazing, but it can get his play started at least to some degree. And then the Infernoble hand is Ghost Mourner, which is pretty interesting. Heritage of the Chalice, Dark Ruler No More, Durandal, and Gemba. This is definitely a trend where we see the board breakers. So it's pretty interesting to see him still play on hand traps, and a very niche one at that. This is not one hand trap that is commonly played. It's still a pretty good one, but people are typically going to play other cards first. This card's also good in time. That's also something to note. Gonna go for Alistair. That's gonna search for a copy of Invocation. We'll see if he goes for the Invoked Fusions or if he tries to make Shaddoll plays. He's thinking. Gonna go for Almirage into Secure Gardena. Then he's going to go for the Invocation. That's gonna bring up Makaba. So he's gonna go for Invoked plays. Gonna recycle the Alistair. And then use Shaddoll Fusion, getting rid of the Nibiru to make Construct. Interesting. So he's going to make Construct with Nibiru and the Squamata. He's going to trigger, both Construct and the Squamata. So that's going to be double stun. He's going to Mourner the Construct. And he's going to chain the El Shaddoll Fusion. That puts him at risk of Nibiru here. Oh wait, no, not on resolution because of Winda. I'm silly. But yeah, this will be able to resolve Construct and the Squamata. So he's going to send Schism and Hedgehog, and then Construct can add back the Schism. So Hedgehog will add a copy of Wendy, and then Construct add back the Schism. He's going to set Schism and pass. This is fairly reasonable, because Makaba can have a negate here, and you have Winda, and you have this as well. So this is not too bad, although there's a Dark Ruler here. But there is a Schism set, so still Winda can be very impactful. Because obviously he's going to be playing multiples of this. Going to activate Durendal. That effect is going to be used to search for a copy of Red Layer. Summon Red Layer. I'm surprised he's not going to... Well, actually, it makes sense to not use the Dark Ruler necessarily, because you know that he has Schism set, because you saw him search it, or like send it and then add it back. So, yeah, you know it's going to be pretty pointless to do it right now. So, I guess the best play is to try and like out the first window, and then force him to summon the second one, and then you drop the Dark Ruler. That makes a lot more sense. So that's actually not too surprising at all. You're gonna normal summon the Genba, so he already summoned his one time. Let's see. I want to see if this has another effect that I don't know of that's relevant here. It looks like not. So I wonder what his out is going to be. Okay, so he's going to be forced to use the Dark Ruler here. Nothing to be able to get over the window without committing to it. But again, we see the Schism, so the writing is sort of on the wall here. On resolution, he's going to use Schism. That's going to banish the Hedgehog and the Squamata to summon another Winda. Nothing to send here because it fires, but I mean, Winda by itself should be good. Right, he's gonna make Power Tool. Ah, alright, so this actually beats over this Winda. So that is very, very heads up. This could end up becoming full combo. So he can like Heritage. It depends on what he gets off Power Tool. But like he can get a Warrior Extension, and then he can like summon Fire Flint and just go Isolde after. So I actually think that Cam wins this match. He's gonna go Battle Phase, attack over the Winda. And the Winda's gonna add back Shaddoll Fusion. And he's going to then use the Power Tool effect. That's gonna add 3 Living Fossil, or reveal 3 Living Fossil, which will add 1 to hand. So, let's see. He can like Living Fossil back the Genba, and then go for Fire Flint Lady. He also has Heritage. He already used Durendal, right? So yeah, he can't go for that. But he can add Renaud, he can add Oliver. He already normal summoned. So those are like his best choices. Let's see what the play is. He's going to Heritage here. That's going to be for Renaud. And he's going to then use Living Fossil on Genba. And then summon the Renaud. That's going to add back the copy of Durendal. Alright, then he can go for Isolde or Fiber. He's going to summon Fireflint as well. He's going to go for Isolde. That effect is going to search for a copy of Gearfried. Yeah, he knows the cards in hand, so he doesn't have to play around anything. Because this was added off Hedgehog, and this was added back off Winda. And because you already have the Genba here, you are in a pretty good spot. Because you're able to go Fiber. You just go for a myriad of plays. Since you already went Battle Phase, you just have to set up. He's going to mill 1 to summon another Flint Lady. And then go for Link Cross. That's going to summon out 2 level 1 tokens. Then he's going to go for Marshall Marcher, which has Mourner to bring back if he wants to. He is going to do that, okay. That plus Link Cross go into Fiber. He's running out of spaces, so I'm kind of curious as to see how he's going to manage this. So he's going to go Despot 1. Alright, let's think about what it can do here. Considering I haven't watched any of this, this should be pretty interesting. Because I incorrectly guessed game 1, so let's see if I go over 2 on guessing plays here. So we can go Power Tool and Despot 1 to go for Savage. And then... well, actually, it's kind of difficult because like these are blocking a lot of zones. He could also go like Omega, but then like even if he goes Auroradon, he can't summon back the Despot 1. This is a Link Cross token, so he could technically go Herald as well. This Fireflint Lady is kind of in the way. I'm actually not going to try and guess. I'm going to just see what happens. He's going to go for Formula instead. With the token and the Despot 1, he's going to draw a copy of Red Layer off of that effect. So now this... I was going to stop guessing and now I'm still trying to guess. So this can make Charles. And then you can go Auroradon here. But then you still don't have enough spaces. So I am curious as to like what the play is going to be. He's going to go for Herald. Alright. And then he's going to go for a Rodan with these. So he's not going to bring back Despot 1. He's just going to leave the level 2 tuner. Yeah, it's tough because, like, he ran out of spots. Oh, he's not even going to use the effect. He's just going to go straight for access code. So we did predict this. He's going to go access code to pop the board. I can't help but feel like something could have been different there. Because Shaddoll definitely can play out of this based on what is drawn for turn. I mean, you have Herald to negate Shaddoll Fusion. But yeah, even you might want to consider maybe not using it because the materials will just be banished. But I don't know. This is still looking a little bit dicey. Yeah, Winda can add back Shaddoll Fusion or L Shaddoll Fusion, excuse me, as well. Then you can pop the Schism. So Phoenix Blade will add back. I definitely feel like something could have been changed there, maybe. Because I feel like trying to just pop the board would have been fine. I don't know. It's like tough. Very, very tough in that spot. I'm not 100% sure what it could have been different, but I feel like something definitely could have been different. I would have to sit down and really think about it. But from the perspective of Shaddoll, it's not over yet. Alright, he's gonna grab a copy of Invocation, which is a good draw because he pitched the Alistair earlier. Or fused it away, rather, for the El Shaddoll Fusion to make the Winda to dodge the Mourner on Construct. So he has Alistair in Grave. And this is the only unknown, so he has to kind of work a little bit carefully. He is... Oh yeah, I'm dumb. He could just go attack over the Herald. Yeah. And Cam actually did know about this Wendy because it was added. So, yeah, main phase 2, he can just go Shaddoll Fusion and summon Opcolome. That's going to send Wendy and Ariel. He's going to trigger both of them in sequence. Ariel's chilling 2. That's going to banish Renaud, Despot 1, and Living Fossil. Maybe you consider banishing the Herald there, because you see he plays 3 Living Fossil. So Living Fossil can bring this back, and then it can still tribute itself for cost, and then negate something. So that's worth considering. But we're going to see Wendy summon Beast from deck. He's going to link away into Gravity Controller, which will trigger Apcolone, excuse me, to add back Winda and then discard... Or he doesn't have to discard anything, right? Because it wasn't added to hand. Yeah, since it wasn't added to hand, you don't have to discard anything. And then you can go for Invocation. Oh. Wait. So he ended up discarding, because Cam asked you not discard. I thought that because it didn't add specifically to hand, since it says then, you don't have to discard. I thought that's how it worked. Maybe I'm wrong. Somebody can correct me in the comments. But he's going to go for Invocation afterward, and then go for a Algides, which can pop the access code. And he can go for Invocation. He already did normal summon. Oh, they are checking, actually. He's asking, wait, do I have to discard when an extra deck monster goes into an extra deck? And then Cam says, I don't know, we can ask. Yeah, so they are, looks like they are going to ask. I was under the impression that you don't actually have to discard. So let's see. Alright. This is a long judge call. Like, a lot of people were entering, and every time somebody enters the watchers chat, like, I have to click next play each time. So I'm just going to fast forward and see. You do not discard, says the judge. Alright, so I was correct on that. Right, so Alistair being added back off the Invocation. Now that's big because this being set is just a whole nother interruption. Because right now, if this was the end board, it'd be very, very weak. So, yeah, that matters a lot. Gonna set the El Shaddoll and pass. For turn, Cam is gonna draw a Durendal. Now, Cam's hand is very good. This actually is not gonna help him, because he already had one. But he does have Warrior Extender Gearfried. So this could be good. I like that he banished Living Fossil because he knows that Gearfried was in the hand. But yeah, we'll see how this pans out. This is going to be very interesting. Special summon Red Layer, of course. That's going to add back Red Layer from the grave. Let's see, he's going to chain El Shaddoll Fusion to that, which is going to fuse away for Winda. So that's going to be Wendy and Beast triggering. Kind of an interesting time to use this, because you know he has Gearfried in hand that he searched off the Isolde. So he could just... Oh, wait. Can he beat over this, is the question. Well, there is Alistair in hand, but also, like, you could just Gearfried take it. So, yeah. Also, like, you could pump it with Phoenix Blade, so it doesn't matter regardless. So I guess you could go, like... Well, also there's this effect, which can pop the Gearfried. I forgot about that. So... yeah, this is a little bit of a complex game state, but we're going to see Beast and Wendy resolve. So that's going to summon a Squamata, and then draw a copy of Meltdown, which is decent. It's not great, but it's alright. Let's see. This is very interesting. Yes, because this can pop the Gearfried. I totally forgot. So we'll see how Cam navigates this. This got a lot harder, actually. Durendal effect, that's going to be used to add a copy of... he's thinking Renaud. So Renaud can add back Living Fossil. And then he can, like, banish for Gearfried. He can, like, equip Phoenix Blade first. And then summon Gearfried, and then that can negate the Algides. I don't know, there's a lot of different plays that both players can do. He is gonna do that. Alright, equip Phoenix Blade first. Alright, I like this. So he's playing around the Algides. Yeah, so he's going to then summon Gearfried by banishing the Durendal. He's going to attempt Algides. That's gonna be responded with the Gearfried. Negate and destroy. So now you can go Phoenix Blade. Oh, does he have warriors actually? He only has one warrior. Ooh. So he's gonna have to use this to take Winda. Like, it would have been cool if he could, like, attack over Winda and then, like, steal the gravity controller, because this card can sometimes be just a nuisance to out. But yeah, you can't just attack over the Winda because Alistair's in hand. And he knows that Alistair's in hand because it was added back off Invocation. There's a lot to keep track of from both players. Thinking, gonna go battle phase. You have to use the effect. Oh, he's gonna use it on the Squamata. So damage step, you can drop Alistair. Oh wait, no, this gives a 500 attack as well. Never mind. I totally forgot about that. Okay, never mind. So... yeah, this can still bypass Winda with the boosted Alistair. Oh, what's happening here? Oh, it has to be the face-up. Oh yeah, you can't steal the Squamata. Yeah, you have to equip a face-up monster. So yeah, it still is the gravity controller. So actually, you are able to do the play that I was mentioning, which is out this and the Winda. Yeah, and then that's at the start of the damage step. So yeah. It's already being boosted. Winda can add back. That's going to be a copy of El Shaddoll Fusion. Alright. Main phase 2, going to summon Renaud. That can add back. That could add back Living Fossil. We'll see what he adds back. It could be a lot of different things. It is going to be Living Fossil. Alright. Gonna activate that. That's gonna bring back Marshall and a Marcher. Gonna synchro away for Savage with the red layer. That's gonna equip Access Code. That is a big Savage. That's what, 40, 150? Quite big. And I believe he can only, yeah, just go for Phoenix Blade and then pass. Fraternity's gonna draw Ecclesia. Okay. So there's still quite a lot of gas. You can flip the Squamata and then force Savage or Gearfried. And then you have like Alistair, and then you can summon Ecclesia. You also have El Shaddoll Fusion to dodge stuff. There's a lot of really interesting stuff. You can like start with Meltdown too. So you can like grab another Alistair. I'm not sure if he plays 3 Winda. We'll see. Gonna flip summon Squamata. That's gonna target the Savage to try and destroy it. Gearfried will be used to negate it. He's gonna let that go through. Meltdown's gonna be next. That's okay, because he already knows that there's an Alistar in hand. Then he's going to... Oh, this is interesting, because like Shaddoll Fusion can't be negated now. So since he used the Gearfried and not the Savage, if he uses or tries to use Savage to negate it, he won't be able to. Like it will just resolve. Alistar effect coming down next. That's gonna be met with the Savage. Gonna special Ecclesia. Alright, so he's not gonna go for Shaddoll stuff. Well, actually, now he doesn't have any Shaddolls. I'm silly. Totally forgot that he didn't do that earlier. I was just thinking a little bit too late after the fact. But he's gonna go for Ecclesia next. Gonna go for Maximus. Right, so could like Entis pop the board. This is very, very interesting. Banish Bakaba, summon out Maximus. Maximus effect is going to get rid of Roland and Tatsunoko. So now this has some utility in the grave. Gonna send Entis and Titaniclad. Entis gonna pop the Savage. And then he's gonna go Battle Phase, attack, and then go for End Phase Titaniclad. That's gonna add Fleur de Lis. Yeah, he's saying in chat he popped the wrong one. I know you guys can't see it, but he's saying he popped the wrong one off the Untis. Maybe he had a way to deal with it, because like this, yeah, this can definitely still be live. I mean, both of them would have been live, but I'm curious as to what his play was gonna be. If trying to draw his Twin Twister, that's gonna be nigh useless at this point. Equip to Gearfried. This is just gonna be Gearfried beatdown basically, and then go for Durendal. That's gonna add a copy of Oliver to hand. They are in time now. Okay, gonna be normal summoning Oliver. Go into battle phase. Attack over Ecclesia. Use its effect. That's gonna steal Maximus, and then crash with Alistar. And then gonna equip Oliver and pass with set Twin Twister. So it's an Oliver, or sorry, a Gearfried that can't be targeted. Draws another Meltdown, second Meltdown, not a third one. But third way into Alistar. Oh, and that's gonna be game here. Alright. So yeah, very, very long grind game. I do feel like the game maybe could have ended on the turn that Cam made the big push, but that would have, again, required me just sitting down for a while and then thinking about the exact line, because he had a lot of monsters on the board. Like, the Fire Flint Lady was really clogging up space there. And I think that if he had just one fewer monster, he would have been able to, like, make up the entire board and just, like, possibly clear everything with, like, just pops with, what do you call it, Charles, and just do all that good stuff. But, yeah, that was a very, very grindy back and forth match. I did not expect that to go that way, but wow, that was pretty good. But that's gonna do it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like as well as any thoughts or feedback in the comments. Subscribe for more competitive Yu-Gi-Oh content. If you want, you can follow me on Discord, Twitter, or Twitch, all through in the description as always. And until next time, I'll catch you in the next video. See you guys.